want them to lose. All right, I'm not a Hawks hater. I'm a Spurs lover. All right, and the Hawks losing is nothing but good for us. So came across this, didn't actually watch it yet. Big shout out to Noah for actually posting this. So yeah, let's take a look at what this actually is. This is a clip, 18 seconds of DeMarcus Cousins talking about Wemby and Trae. I'm all for it. We already know that Cousins came out and said, because I thought this was the same clip. I guess it's not. He came out and he said, Trae needs to get out of Atlanta. And we were sitting here cheering. We were agreeing. We were clapping. Now he has something to say about Wemby. All right. What do you have to say? By the way, I want to say this. Cousins' takes are typically pretty decent. All right. Typically pretty decent. The only take that he had that I completely disagreed with, that I thought was a little silly, was the statistics take, where it's like, we got to stop allowing statistics to dominate the game. And the whole thing was he didn't think that there should be a 65 game minimum for you to win certain awards. I completely disagree with that. And even if we went back to other players that have won the award prior, they had about 60-ish like games they played. So like it's been an unwritten rule this entire time. I don't know why this is a problem. This isn't a problem. It's a good thing. You gotta, it's always been an unwritten rule. Heat and Pelicans fight. Who won? All right, let's see what he has to say. You tell me, Brent, you tell me who won, okay?
My dream scenario, this guy could find his way to San Antonio to be with Wemby.
Yes.
I think those two guys
Rachel Nichols agrees too. How does Rondo feel?
Together would be unreal. I think they're a duo that we probably won't see a duo close to Shaq and Kobe, but I think those guys could be that. My dream.
I don't want them. Who don't you want? Oh, Topic? Yeah, I don't really care for Topic. Okay. All right. So, all right, here's the thing. All right. I know a lot of Spurs fans, it's not a ton, but there's quite a few Spurs fans that are like, hey, I don't want Trae Young on the Spurs. He's poor defensively. It sets us back from the rebuild. And to those people, I have to say, I don't agree with that at all. I don't think that getting Trae Young sets us back for the rebuild, because first and foremost, we can give them the best package, and the best package is you get your picks back. Okay, so we can give them their picks back. We have quite a bit of leverage there. We can just match salaries. No one cares. If you act like you care, you don't. The only players we really need to be 150% sold on not trying to give away is Devin Vassell, Sohan, Wemby. That's actually it. I love Blake Wesley. I don't think we'll have to get rid of Blake. I wouldn't want to. I think Sidi Sissoko is going to be really good. I'm cool with trying to keep Malachi, but all you have to do is match salaries. I wouldn't worry about it too much. No one would care. So you bring in Trae Young, and yes, say, okay, you give away maybe your top 4 pick this upcoming draft, right? 2024. And hypothetically, Toronto still has theirs. Because I would only do this. I would only give them our pick if Toronto, they don't have theirs. If we get Toronto's pick, I'm completely cool with that. So you give them their picks back. Not that big a deal. Okay, that's basically DeJounte Murray for Trae Young. Like I don't care. You can get your picks back. It doesn't matter to me. And then you top that with the fact that all we have to do is give them our top 4, top 5. That might sound crazy on surface, but I promise it's not, especially with the talent level in this draft, where it's not that far off. Like player to player, it's the skill gap isn't that crazy, okay? So you can still get your defensive wing. And then and I would love to get Modest Buzelis, but now his stock is starting to go up, so I guess there's that. And then maybe you give them another one of your picks in the future. We still have so many picks. The reason why the Spurs got so many second rounders, because I've seen people get upset about that. Like, oh, we got all these second round picks. We're not going to do anything with it. The reason why you get second round picks to that degree is that you can trade up in drafts. Okay. So let's just say hypothetically, we do give them our, I don't know, Hornets. I don't know if the Hornets one will convey, but we give them our Hornets. We give them our top 4 pick. We can still get a first round pick in the future, even if we did that, because we can just package our second round picks and try to move up in the draft. There's a lot of picks we have. So I don't know. It just doesn't hurt us that much. And when it's all said and done, we're probably looking at what? We gave away one of our first round picks and DeJounte Murray for Trae Young, or maybe a couple our first round picks for Trae Young. That's nothing. That's nothing. He will ruin us. Who will ruin us? Who are we talking about? Swisher, who are we talking about? How many picks you got? A lot. How many picks we got? A lot. Let's see. Who are we talking about? I know you. Are you talking about? I'm really trying to see who you're talking about. KD? Oh, okay. Because I was about to bring this up. I'm like, I know I'm not crazy. Trae Young is 25. Okay. I mean, I think DeJounte is close to that age. I don't know. Who said get KD? All right. Anybody in the chat said, matter of fact, what is wrong with KD on Spurs? Ah, there it is. That's where that came. Yeah, no, dude, you don't want KD on the. Why would you do that? Steve Kerr does not deserve to be highest paid coach. The Warriors are done. He definitely doesn't develop players as well as the Spurs. But anyways, all I'm trying to say is, if anyone feels as if getting Trae Young is a bad idea, I just don't agree with you. I think having Trae Young on the squad will be completely fine. I don't think that it will hurt us in our rebuild whatsoever. And I also don't necessarily think that the Spurs are skipping steps, because that's the one thing that we'd be worried about, right? The fact that you're skipping steps. Don't skip steps, right? That's the main thing. Don't skip steps. And I don't think that this will be a matter of going all in to win now. I don't think that will be that move. Trae Young is going to be good for a very long time. He hasn't even hit his prime yet. His type of game is very reminiscent of other really good point guards, right? Like Chris Paul was good for a very long time. I don't think you'll have to worry about too much when it comes to that. And players are lasting longer and longer, especially superstars in the NBA. They lasting longer and longer. So yeah, I just think that, look, he's a couple years off from Devin Vassell. We will be completely fine. And I don't think it halts anything. And it's definitely not a win now type of move. You're still rebuilding. You're still rebuilding. But hey, it helps a little bit. And I think you can still have that dynasty that the Spurs front office, or well, our owner has basically said that they're going for. They're not trying to just win now. You said KD coming off the bench, which he said he wouldn't mind doing. Dude, we don't need KD on the team. Don't even exercise that. I mean, like kind of like what Swish is saying. Like, he's much older. It's just not really a good move, because you're just going to be taking away. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, you're taking away minutes from other guys, and that will be one of those moves where it's like, pack the team right now with as much talent we possibly can so we can win now. And we're not trying to do that. We're trying to win, but you got to kind of transition into this dynasty, right? So, like, I don't know. I feel like KD would make you take a step. You're going to take a step back if you put KD on the team. It's not worth it. You might be successful for a couple seasons, but it is not worth it. You want long-term success. Please, guys, send Trae Young to San Antonio. If we don't, by the way, I keep saying this, if we don't do it, we're still set. Like, we have so many picks. And 2025 is a great draft for guards, so we will be fine regardless. Primo's the answer. That is so funny. I think he's trolling.